Hey guys, we're back. So, today we're going to discuss games that require maturity to fully understand and appreciate. But before I get into this, I have two things I want to discuss. One, I'm sorry I was been gone for a little while. Had one of my real good friends got married. I was his best man. I had to make sure everything was working and doing. I couldn't let my buddy's wedding get messed up. So I took a little bit off of YouTube just so I could spend the time helping him. But really glad for him, and he's just a great guy and he deserved it. So guys, I'm back, but family will come over this, so that was my deal. So also, another thing, before I even start the video, we are 2 videos away, well, not counting this one. We have 1 video extra after this one before we hit our 50th video on the channel. And guys, this is something big for me. I mean, me and my friends started the channel. They helped me start it. Now I'm partnering with 2 other of my friends. The other ones decided that it just really wasn't for them. So I can respect them for that. So yeah, we're at 50 videos, and we're not even a year old. So guys, we're going to be doing a pretty big special video for that. If you do want to check it out, or you do want to really help out the channel, give it a shout out when it comes out, and tell some of your buddies about it to check us out beforehand, because I'd really love for our 50th video to break our record for video watch. And so guys, now let's get into games that require maturity. And now, first off, this is not discussing the ESRB rating, mature. Don't care what it says. I don't think that somebody is honest. I don't think but maybe 5 people have actually listened to that rating seriously. Now, yes, parents usually do, but that's more of a deal because they're not really educated on video games as a whole, or that's just something they do. But as a normal, not a lot of people are really like, oh no, it's a rated M, I can't play it till I turn 18 or 17. So what today we're talking about is emotional maturity. And if you're wondering what I mean how you think and do. So I think that's something that's really important, and something that is kind of left out in some of these games and some of the gamers, because unfortunately a lot of gamers, well, casual gamers, are a lot younger fan base. And so yeah, unfortunately you will see some times where they're not as mature, so they don't really understand, or they don't really take effect of some of the things that are in the game. So I want to discuss that today. And today my main example is going to be Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is my favorite Fallout game. And Fallout 4, I've already said before, is like my gateway drug. It kind of got me hooked, it kind of drew me in. Then I found Fallout New Vegas, and the angels sang, and the Holy Grail was opened up to me. I mean, it was like an addiction. I couldn't stop playing it. And it was a good thing. Now, it was a little, maybe I went a little overboard for like the first couple of weeks, but hey, everybody does it on the game sometimes. So guys, this game had me hooked from the beginning, and it wouldn't let me go, and it still won't. I still go play the game. I still literally bounce in my chair because I'm so ready for the game to start. I can't explain it. It's like something that completely is foreign to me on most other games. I get excited for games, but that game, I still find myself getting that giddy excitement that I played the first time. So, guys, why does this game mean so much to me? Mostly because it makes me think, and it makes me question myself. For one, it is a fun game, and I just love the gameplay. But I think the way that the quest and the people are written, I think it's really important. I think that the game requires you to think, and it requires you to have your own moral compass and your own ideals. And if you're wondering what I mean by that, I mean it doesn't hold your hand and tell you this is good and this is bad. It tells you, you do what you feel is right as a human being, and as you have been raised by your parents and created your own beliefs in, and then that will be how you do things. like in real life. And now you can say, well, oh, we have people telling us what's right and wrong. Yes, they give us wide guidelines, but whether we choose to follow them or not is our choice. And now we may have consequences, but we still get a choice. So, I think this game is great at that. And my biggest example of this is the honor system. There's not actually an honor system in that game like there was in Fallout 3. Instead, what it is it's a reputation. It's how people feel about you, which I think is a really smart system. Because you get to choose who you ally yourself with by your moral compasses across with their moral compasses. If y'all's align and y'all's are about the same, yeah, y'all can be buddies. But if you believe this and they believe something totally opposite to it, y'all aren't going to be able to be buddies. Y'all are going to end up having conflict. That's life. And I feel like it's really insanely brilliant that Obsidian Entertainment did this. And so, personally, I am going to say I believe Obsidian Entertainment are brilliant producers of developers of games, and I will support almost anything that they put out just because how much of a heart place they've put in my heart. Until they do something to lose that respect, they have my respect. So, now, let's talk about another thing. Sometimes it's not black and white based off of your moral choices. Sometimes it's not black and white also because you have to figure out who or what you want to go with. And yeah, you could say this comes back to your morals, but one of the biggest examples of what I'm saying is kind of, you pick for other people, is the whole of New Vegas. You're a courier, but you truly pick who runs the Mojave. You can pick the cruel but effective Caesar's Legion. You can pick the more structured but still slightly less effective NCR. Or you can pick the more effective but totalitarian of House. Or you can kind of go for the anarchist yes man. And so, yeah, I think like that's something really big, because there's probably thousands of people in that simulated Mojave in the game that would be affected by your choice. But they don't get a say in it. I mean, unless you go and ask them, but you can only ask certain people. You can't go and ask everybody and be like, okay, we voted on this. It's your choice. And you have to choose which you think will be better and benefit the most people. I think that's insanely interesting. And I'm going to give you a little smaller example, but one that hits more close to home. It's right up in your face, the effects. It's not like, okay, Mr. House will do a good job, but then he kind of just runs people out of their old homes because he doesn't feel like they're proper enough or does. Or, okay, we'll go with the NCR, but they've taxed all the farmers to the point that they're completely poor. And they're still not keeping the roads and stuff safe. So, now, we get into the one where you've heard about radiation killing crops. So, okay, we're going to go down to the vault, turn the radiation off, and then we're going to go save the farmers. Yay. Well, then you get into the vault and you find some things have happened, and you do find there was a cloning experiment went wrong, but there was a group of survivors who escaped by running through the radiation tunnels to avoid the clones of Gary, which was the person who cloned himself and went insane. So, they went and protected themselves. So, okay. So then you go in there and you find out that they're stuck in a little chamber that blocks the radiation. However, unless you divert the radiation towards the farmers, you can't save them. And you're on emergency diversion, so you can't divert it but once. So you have to choose. Do you let the farmers who are trying to keep thousands of people fed and keep their own families fed above ground suffer? Or do you let the people below ground who were affected by the vault but have technically done nothing wrong suffer? Because they may survive, but they're gonna lose food, which could cause thousands of people to die, even their own families to die. Or you can directly save about 10 people who are down below. And now, for me personally, this one's very difficult because I find it very black and white, but I know a lot of people who don't. I find it as, personally, the way I see it, if it'll help more people, then it's more important. And this is going to seem kind of cold or kind of really objective, but unfortunately that's how I feel about that event. So that's the choice that I made. However, you don't have to choose that. You really get to make your own choice and say, this is what I believe, this is what's going to happen. And I feel like a lot of games that have that aren't really as appreciated. I know, yes, there are games like Fallout that are RPGs that I feel like really do kind of get that odd appreciation. But I still feel like sometimes even those games are underappreciated. I feel like Fallout New Vegas was a little underappreciated for its time. And personally, I think it was better than Skyrim. Now, I know I'm going to get burned at the stake for that, but I think it's true. So, okay, that was my secret for the day. So, I think that was amazing. I think that people miss the story of Dark Souls. I've been playing the first Dark Souls game, and I feel like people miss the story because they get frustrated with the gameplay. And I think that's something that's a really interesting thing. And so, you know what? I think those really make the game better and make the game more interesting. So, I do want to say that I think if you want to take the time and pick a game that truly has the people and the intelligence of the people that can make these games. And now, if you're looking for suggestions, I'm going to give y'all a couple. Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Fallout New Vegas are 3 really good ones. I would say if you want to take time into the lore, I would also say you could look at Dark Souls. Or you can look at the Walking Dead franchises, or any of the Telltale Choice games, or The Last of Us. Those are all amazing games that really make you think, and if you can take the time to look at them, it makes you choose, and it makes you really have a moral compass. Even if you don't get to choose your actions, you have to think about the weight of your actions, and I think that's something really interesting. So guys, I just really want y'all to be aware, and I want y'all to be informed that if you want the story of a game, sometimes you have to look a little deeper besides shooty shooty bang bang. So, guys, I love y'all for all y'all have done for me. Thank you for everything. Really hope y'all have enjoyed this video, and I really hope you do find it informative. So, also, again, we're doing the 50th video. So if you really want to help us out, start sending people towards the channel, and when the video drops, try and get a bunch of people out. Because I know I'm kind of giving it a little bit of an early caveat, because it takes me about 1 video per week, because of, unfortunately, my schooling and work schedules make it difficult to do a lot more than 1 or 2 videos a week. So, and this is going to be a big one also, so I might put out 2 this week and then work on it for like a week and a half. But guys, just, send it a little shout out. Be like, hey, have you go checked them out? Because I really do want to see if we can get this to be our most viewed video on the channel. So guys, thank you for everything you've done. Leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts of your own, because I bet that you do. Y'all are intelligent people. Y'all are watching me, by the way. If y'all are watching me, y'all have to be geniuses. So just leave a like, subscribe, and leave any thoughts or comments that you have about the game. And guys, I just hope you'll have a great day.